An introduction is almost always accompanied by a handshake and conversation. In this module, we will discuss the 3 steps that make an effective handshake and the 4 levels of conversation. A handshake is part of many social interactions. It's a way to introduce oneself, offer congratulations, and even a way to conclude a business deal. A handshake is a gesture of goodwill. The 3-step process to a handshake. Facial expression. Start nonverbals with show of openness and sincerity. Maintain eye contact and smile. Shake hands. Your handshake gives an impression. If your grip is too lax, you're sending the message that you're hesitant and possibly indecisive. If your grip is too tight, you may come across as too harsh, even intimidating. Go for a grip that's in between. It sends the message that you're confident. For most occasions, 2 or 3 pumps of the hand are appropriate. Longer handshakes can make some people feel uncomfortable. But there are people who do prefer longer handshakes. If uncertain, go with the flow and follow the lead of the other person. If you feel that it's time to let go, just relax your hand to signal the other person. Greet the person. Talk to the person whose hand you're shaking. A simple hello or how do you do is appropriate. The real art of conversation is not only to say the right thing at the right time, but to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. It requires sensitivity at this stage of a relationship. The context of the conversation and the comfort level of the person you're talking to depend on it. There are 4 levels of conversation based on the degree and amount of personal disclosure. They are small talk. This is commonly referred to as the exchange of pleasantries stage. In this level, you talk only about generic topics, subjects that almost everyone is comfortable discussing. These subjects include the weather, the location you're both in, and current events. The small talk stage establishes rapport. It makes a person feel at ease with you. It's also a safe and natural avenue for people to subtly size up one another and explore if a conversation or relationship that they'd want to invest in. If small talk goes well, you can proceed into the next level, fact disclosure. Fact disclosure. In this stage, you tell the other person some facts about you, such as your job, your area of residence, and your interests. This is a getting to know stage, and it aims to see if you have something in common with the other person. It's also a signal that you're opening up a little bit to the other person while staying on neutral topics. In fact, the fact disclosure stage goes well, you can proceed to sharing viewpoints and opinions. Viewpoints and opinions. In this stage of the conversation, you can offer what you think about various topics like politics, the new business model, or even the latest blockbuster. It helps them to read and be curious about many things from politics to entertainment and current events. Sharing viewpoints and opinions requires the buffering effect of the first 2 stages for 2 reasons. First, a person needs rapport with another before they can discuss potentially contentious statements even if they're having a healthy debate. Second, sharing viewpoints and opinions opens a person to the scrutiny of another, and this requires that there is some level of safety and trust in a relationship. The controversial and therefore potentially offensive nature of an opinion exists in a range. Make sure that you remain within the safe zone in the early stages of your relationship. Personal feelings. The 4th stage is disclosure and acknowledgement of personal feelings. For instance, you can share about your excitement for a new project or your worry about your son's upcoming piano recital. Depending on the context and level of the friendship, you can disclose more personal subjects. This stage requires trust, rapport, and even a genuine friendship because of the intimate nature of the subject. Different people have different comfort levels when it comes to disclosing feelings, and there are cases when you need to make sure to be sensitive and test the other person's readiness before opening up an intimate topic. Listening is vital in all stages of the conversation, but especially so in this 4th stage. Listen with empathy and understand to acknowledge that you heard the feeling that they have shared.